Alright guys, this whole Rockstar situation, it's not going away. Every single day since the end of October, this story has only gotten heavier, the accusations have gotten louder, and the situation inside of Rockstar looks more chaotic than anything we've ever seen in this industry. We've been talking about this since the day those firings got exposed. Over 30 developers wiped out across the UK and Canada right in the middle of GTA 6's final development push. Rockstar claimed it was gross misconduct. The fired workers claimed it was straight up union busting. And that alone was wild, but now things have gotten even worse. Over 200 Rockstar employees, actual current devs inside of the studio, have signed a formal letter demanding the fired staff be reinstated. But that's not even the biggest part, because now the UK Parliament, the actual government, is applying pressure on Rockstar to explain what actually happened. So far, we've already seen protests, legal action, and public backlash. And 2 more protests are already scheduled for November 14th and November 18th. There's letters, media coverage, and GTA 6 still needs to ship in 12 months. This is officially the biggest internal crisis Rockstar Games has ever faced. So let's break down everything that's happening right now, and trust me, it's a lot. During the final week of October, Rockstar fired more than 30 employees, 31 from the UK and 3 from Canada. Rockstar's official reasoning? Gross misconduct, breach of confidentiality, and Discord activity involving sensitive information. But according to the fired workers and the IWGB, the Independent Workers Union of Great Britain, that reasoning is nonsense. They say there were no leaks, no misconduct, and no wrongdoing. Every single person fired was a union member, specifically the people leading union organizing inside of Rockstar. So the union immediately labeled this as the most ruthless act of union busting in the history of the games industry, which is a massive statement, and it caught fire fast. But things escalated even further. Here's what pushed this into a whole new category. Over 200 current Rockstar developers have signed letters demanding their colleagues be reinstated. Let that sink in. People who still work there, people risking their jobs, and people putting their names on paper. This honestly is a rebellion inside of Rockstar. And now with the UK Parliament stepping in, asking questions and applying pressure, this letter isn't just an internal complaint. It's honestly evidence of a potential government investigation. An anonymous former dev said, quote, "It's heartwarming to see so many colleagues supporting us. Rockstar wants us to feel scared, but they're marching to our boss's door." This quote is everywhere because it shows exactly what's happening. Fear mixed with defiance. This is no longer quiet or small. This is Rockstar employees openly fighting management. Right after the firings, protests formed outside of Rockstar and Take-Two offices in London, Edinburgh, and Toronto. There were big crowds, chants, megaphones, and signs calling out union busting and worker abuse. Now, 2 major protests are already announced, today November 14th and November 18th. The union is expecting even bigger turnouts now that Parliament is paying attention. Let's be real, Rockstar Games has never experienced anything like this. Not during crunch controversies, not during the GTA Trilogy disaster, not even during the 2022 GTA 6 mega leak. This honestly is new territory. On top of the protest and the internal revolt, the IWGB has officially filed legal claims against Rockstar. This is now a real legal case, not just a PR battle. These legal claims may lead to a full hearing, a forced reinstatement, compensation, a massive settlement, and maybe even public disclosure of internal Rockstar evidence. The UK Parliament being aware only increases the pressure on Rockstar to justify their actions. And really, I'm expecting that things could get ugly fast. The union claims Rockstar's gross misconduct explanation is completely fabricated. Rockstar claims the union Discord contained confidential material. And to be honest, the legal system is now going to decide who's lying. This part hasn't changed, it only got worse. Morale inside of Rockstar North is at rock bottom. Employees are reportedly afraid to talk in the office, afraid to stand near union reps. They're afraid to be seen walking outside during protests. They're even afraid to communicate with each other in case chats are being monitored. Imagine trying to finish the biggest game ever made in an environment like that. It's just not sustainable. Real quick, I've been trying to figure out a better way to connect with you guys outside of these videos. And I finally got it. My official Will Mac Daddy Discord server is now live. You'll get GTA 6 news before I can even make a video. Literally the second Rockstar posts it. And there's also all types of awesome community interaction. The link's below, hop in. Alright, back to the video. And now with over 200 coworkers publicly taking a stand, everyone knows the studio is split. It's management versus employees. And it's kinda sad, but this is the most divided the company has ever been since its founding. And look, we all love Rockstar, we grew up with these games, we've been waiting a decade for GTA 6. This is the studio that changed the industry. But now Rockstar isn't dealing with a technical problem, or a creative problem, or even a marketing problem. They're dealing with a people problem, a trust problem, a leadership problem, and a morale problem. And now, even worse, a government problem. Over 200 employees demanding change, legal cases forming, parliament stepping in, and protests happening and more coming. This is the biggest crisis Rockstar has ever faced, by far. And unless something changes, the fallout is going to impact not just GTA 6, but honestly the future of the entire company. But now, I want to hear from you. Should Rockstar reinstate the fired devs? Also, do you believe the gross misconduct claim or the union busting claim? Drop your take in the comments below, I'll be reading through all of them. And while you're at it, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more videos just like this one. Alright, with that all out of the way, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.